Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Facebook is the biggest loser. The biggest loser of all time. Facebook's $232 billion fall sets record for largest one-day value drop in stock market history.
Wait, that was in one day?
One day.
Ooh.
One day. Because their earnings report did not go very well. People are fleeing Facebook. We're going to talk about that. The information has an article on it saying that they grew and grew and grew, and then a lot of drama around Facebook and people unhappy with the direction they've been going in. They've been pulling ad dollars from Facebook, and it's a mess.
Yeah, well, it's weird to me because they're talking about the metaverse, and that was supposed to be the big thing. That was what they're banking on.
Yeah.
Disney's even going. It was one of their pillars to go after NFTs and metaverse and all that shit. And it still took a big crash like that.
Yeah, people are just going to other platforms. We know that YouTube has been raking in the cash. Facebook has never really taken off as far as video advertising goes. A lot of times how they pay creators on Facebook with video is they have like a fund and they just kind of like dole out the money however they see fit.
Well, that's not cool.
It's like TikTok.
Yeah, so I was thinking it was like TikTok.
Yeah.
So people aren't going there. And we know that a lot of the ad dollars are going to YouTube and they're not going to places like Facebook anymore.
Yeah, and of course, Facebook has tripled down on banning people for ridiculous reasons.
Stupid reasons.
Flagging bullshit as being fake news.
People have gotten banned for stuff that they shared something and it wasn't even their post, but it was like a joke or something and they got banned for it. Or they got put 3-day bans or whatever. And it was like, there's been one person I saw shared something that came from Facebook and it said that their news that they had their fact checker said it was, it's fine or whatever. They shared it and they got in trouble for misinformation.
Yeah, I know. I'm on a private Transformers group over there, and one of the guys has been a member since the very beginning, and he's pretty far left. And he got flagged for like fake news or some garbage like that, and he was off of Facebook for like a week. And he's like, "Yeah, first time, and I've been on Facebook since the beginning that I've ever had any kind of incident."
One person I know, Matt, he knows who he is on here. He posted something about fact checkers, like Facebook fact checkers. You know that the Facebook fact checkers are right, and you should listen to them. And then it came up fact check, not completely true. And I was like,
We'll talk about this because there are a lot of issues and it's kind of coming to a head. And I mean, it's very interesting. We're covering this because we've been talking about it lately that digital media is kind of imploding. The status quo is changing. BuzzFeed is failing miserably. A lot of these websites are consolidating, and now Facebook is losing gobs and gobs of money.
But I think it's mostly due to ad dollars.
Yeah, it's ad dollars. It's all ad dollars.
It's because it's moving to video. And they said pivot to video is a dog whistle. But it's all moving to video.
So we're going to talk about that. We will happily take your ad dollars over here at Clownfish TV.
And we'll take your sponsorships as well, as long as it's something we approve of. Although we don't do it unless something we agree with.
It depends on what they're offering. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Raid Shadow Legends keeps trying.
Raid Shadow Legends, you're going to have to like triple that last offer, just so you know. We'll think about it, and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
We'll have our people get back to you. Anyway, this is coming from CNBC. We're going to talk about, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 256,000 subs.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much for the support. We have a lot more people over here than we do on Facebook. We've only got like 6,000 people on Facebook.
Because nobody's on Facebook.
No, and I started posting our videos. Originally, I was like, re-uploading our videos to Facebook. I'm like, there is literally no reason to do this.
No.
None whatsoever.
And I'd say they all went to Twitter. And people were fleeing Twitter, too, because Twitter's turning into... Well, they went after a certain group of people, and now they're making choices that's pissing off that certain group of people. So it's like all over... They were like running people off before, and now those people are probably going to be run off. So who knows? Maybe Twitter will be a good place to go soon.
Anyway, I'm actually going to stay on Twitter. I said that before, that now they have Twitter Blue, and Twitter is embracing crypto. I think it's going to chase off some of the crazies. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm going to stick around and see what happens. I've been on Twitter pretty much since the beginning. I think I was within a year of it, being like a thing. And it's like, I'm not getting chased off by a bunch of
people who were from Tumblr. Yeah, go back to Tumblr. Apparently, you can go there.
Anyway, Facebook has lost more than $232 billion in value.
Holy crap.
The previous record for amount of market cap lost in one day was Apple's $182 billion loss in September of 2020.
Could you just take a moment to wrap your head around that amount of money lost like a day?
God, that's insane. Facebook's decline came after it reported weaker than expected first quarter revenue Wednesday. they've hit a wall. And we're going to talk about that. That people were fleeing Facebook. It's not going well. Facebook parent Meta lost more than $232 billion on Thursday. That's the biggest one-day drop in value in the history of the U.S. stock market.
You mean Meta's not going to be the next big thing? Like, everybody's been saying this whole damn time that it's stupid and it's probably not going to work. You mean it didn't? Color me shocked.
Oh my God, I'm so shocked. Meta's plunge based on a weaker than expected revenue forecast topped the prior record set by Apple. The 7 biggest drops in stock market history have all occurred in the last 2 years. Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, and Amazon have ballooned in valuation. Prior to 2020, the largest drop was Facebook, $119 billion decline in 2018. That also occurred after Facebook forecast revenue below analyst estimates. People are getting tired of pay to play. Facebook is of all the social media platforms, if you want to have any presence on Facebook, you absolutely have to pay.
Well, then it doesn't matter, though. Even if you're willing to pay, if you made some nebulous transgression, they won't let you. Like, okay, for example, like we haven't been putting money into it. We used to have Facebook ads on Pirates and Princesses. And because somebody came on there and I couldn't block them, I tried. I didn't know how to. They make it very hard. They were harassing, and I just said something like, stop being a troll or stop trolling people or you need to stop trolling on here or something like that. Mm-hmm. They went cry-bullying to Facebook, and because of that, I got in trouble. I got flagged, and now as long as I'm a mod on there, we cannot run ads because I'm problematic for something that happened months ago, and it was the only time I ever did anything wrong, and even then I would argue I didn't do anything wrong because the person was being harassing.
Yeah, and I'm like, God, we've spent thousands of dollars.
Right, we did a video on it before.
Thousands of dollars. One year, one of the blogs that we ran, we spent on Facebook, it was between $50,000 and $75,000 on Facebook.
That was a waste of money.
Yeah, it was a total waste of money.
But I'm just saying, they make these nebulous reasons to give people marks against them, strikes against them, and then they tell you you can't spend money. It's like they want to lose money because it's so nebulous. Then they have all the information issues they've had with were they selling people's info and all that shit. I'm surprised, honestly, they're still around given everything.
Yeah, and then all the legal action, the government action.
I'm surprised we're still around.
It's a mess. So this article is on The Information, which is actually a pretty good site. Mentioned it before. They're pretty even keel when it comes to analyzing digital media. And this is Liz Curtis, the CEO of Event Business Fulcrum Group, made a marketing push during the holidays. She purchased ads on Instagram and Google, but stayed away from Facebook. Curtis said Facebook is a louder, more chaotic place than its sibling app Instagram, and not a place where she feels she can reach the audience she wants, affluent customers seeking rental goods. As performance of her Facebook ads had declined in recent years, her overall spending on the apps have fallen. Basically, people are fleeing Facebook. She's not reaching the customers she wants. This is why everybody's pivoting to YouTube, pivoting to TikTok, and they're leaving Facebook because it's become a dumpster fire. Mm-hmm. It really has.
It hasn't. I don't think it's hit Twitter levels yet, though. But.
Not yet, but it's a lot of people are leaving because of the political divide over there, and the fact that you can't say freaking anything without
the fact checkers. That turns out that they're not actual. They're like, oh, we have fact checkers that are they're not even certified or whatever. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, so wait a minute.
Did you get your fact-checking degree? Where did you get your fact-checking degree?
I know, it's like if somebody doesn't agree with you, then they can say it's not true.
Maybe an overstatement, but reduced spending by small business advertisers like Curtis was a key reason Meta Platforms on Wednesday reported relatively weak growth. Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I'm actually seeing more ads on Twitter these days than I am on Facebook.
I'm seeing them all over. Hulu.
Oh my God, Hulu every 30 seconds, I swear to God.
I mean, they literally have you go back to your show for 30 seconds and get another 30-second ad. And we're on the one that was the higher price one that you're not supposed to be getting all the ads.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually paying for the ad-free version, and Disney is just... seriously, you pause Hulu, and they've got ads on the pause screen.
But that's where all the money is going.
Yeah,
the reason
video.
Facebook came down, the reason the ad spend isn't there is because people are putting it on platforms where they think that there's going to get more eyeballs. They're more inclined to believe that they're actually, the money's actually being put where it's supposed to go. And people are on things like Hulu, YouTube, Instagram. They're not sitting on Facebook. Like they used to.
Not like they used to. Facebook is becoming the MySpace of it's so weird because Facebook helped bury MySpace, and now it's becoming the new MySpace. It's a bloated, ridiculous.
It's hard to even run stuff half the time. It's so, like you said, bloated. It locks my computer up all the damn time.
And you just got.
And I have a new computer.
Yeah, you just got a newer laptop, and it locks it up. It's like, what the frick?
Always Facebook.
Yep, and it was the same. It was the same way toward the end with MySpace too. They kept trying to add new features to it instead of having a whole new service or a whole new app. They just kept adding crap and adding crap and
Well,
adding
let's be
crap.
honest here. When it comes to the internet, things like MySpace, Facebook, they have limited shelf life anyway because something else is going to come around and bury that, which is why they own Instagram too. And then in a couple of years, there'll probably something else that's new that everybody jumps to. They have limited shelf life, so other things come into play and are going to be more relevant. That's just the way it is with this kind of stuff.
So they blame CEO Mark Zuckerberg, blames the setbacks on two key factors. Rival fast rising apps like TikTok, which weirdly enough gets a lot of eyeballs, but creators don't make jack squat. That's also true of Facebook too. We'll talk about that here in a minute, which counts for about a third of the US population as users. And Apple's iMessage has sucked some people's attention away from Meta's apps. Why use Facebook Messenger?
Meta's stupid.
Yeah. And Apple's recent privacy restrictions severely reduced the amount of data Meta can obtain to target ads.
I'm sorry, I find that funny.
Yep, Apple's own. Well, this is the problem all the way around with advertising. This is what people don't understand is, and we've talked about it before, and this is what's killing BuzzFeed and some of these other sites, is Google is changing the way it delivers ads too. They're not going to collect your data anymore. So
what's Google own?
YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they can just kind of, YouTube video ads that you just target a demographic. Like, I'm looking for these people, whatever. You don't have to have cookies. It's just like, I'm looking for these kinds of people.
Why do you think it's set up that it works for YouTube that they own, but it's not working for other places?
They cost more. Yep. Apple's own app-related advertising business also appears to have made significant gains at Meta's expense. Meta's stock fell more than 20% following its Wednesday earnings report, the biggest single-day drop in dollar terms by a company in Wall Street history. New data underscore Meta's changing fortunes in the U.S., the world's biggest ad market. Share of U.S. digital and ad revenue declined for the first time in 2021, according to a research firm. Amazon captured 11.6% in 2021. The Amazon's running ads. You go to Amazon, and it's kind of ingenious because you go to Amazon, they've got ads that, one, will take you to other websites, and two, if you've got like an ebook or something like that, you can promote it, on Amazon. A lot of people are doing that. They're like, I'm like, oh, this is the first result. That's kind of weird. And it's like, oh no, it's somebody paying to boost their product. Meta's Facebook app in particular has suffered a loss of young audiences.
There's a shocker.
Some of whom feel the app is becoming less relevant and unsafe.
Well, that's unsafe compared to TikTok.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
Facebook is as big as they've ever been, but they can't keep growing. They've peaked. I
agree with that completely.
Yeah, this is what's happening with Netflix too. It's like eventually you're going to hit that ceiling where this is as many people as we're ever going to get. The entire planet knows what Facebook is, except maybe China. I don't know if China does, but like everybody else knows what Facebook is, and if they're choosing not to use it, it's because they don't want to use it.
Well, there's other competitors coming up that offer a better service. Usually it's faster. It has things they like better. They feel they resonates with people more. That's the problem. These are more like fads, and they're going to go out every so many years, and another one's going to pop in its place. That's just how this stuff works.
It's interesting too because they talk about Facebook ads being all over the place, and I remember a couple of years ago, Adam Ruins Everything. I can't remember his last name off the top of my head, but he was talking about how Funny or Die and CollegeHumor basically got killed by Facebook because they were razzle-dazzled by Facebook's video views, which turned out to be fake. That Facebook was actually overinflating their video views. So
was it like if someone watched it for like 2 seconds, they counted it as a view or something?
Like you have to just kind of
like that.
Yeah, like you didn't have time to pause the video and it counted as a view, and so they were paying for all these views. They're boosting their posts and they're paying for views that weren't legit views. And what happened was, I guess management moved, and CollegeHumor just sold not too long ago, but management moved all the videos off of the website onto Facebook, and they got hosed big time. And I've noticed that too. Like, we would run Facebook ads, and I'm like, why are we paying so much for these ads and we're not getting that many people actually come to the website or watch it? You know what I'm saying? So it's really kind of dubious how it works. At least they talk about Google. They're like, at least with Google, it's consistent. This person, Curtis, said that there's a return on investment with Google ads and they're stable. With Meta, it's all over the place from month to month. TikTok, you can do TikTok ads, but that one's another, I think it's dodgy.
I think if you do TikTok videos, it should be to drive traffic to something else, like, your YouTube channel or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. And TikTok, I'm going to be honest, especially now that creators are coming out and saying that they're not getting paid very much from TikTok, and they're having a whole bunch of people leave over there. I think TikTok might be smoke and mirrors. I do believe a lot.
Oh, I think so too. I think so.
I think a lot of people are using TikTok, but I don't think the views or the numbers are as accurate because they're going to tell you whatever just to get you to spend money with them.
Well, I think a lot of people use it, but I don't think people. I mean, they're keeping the lion's share of the money.
Oh yeah. Snap and all this. So yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. The
TikTok monster.
The TikTok monster. In addition to having measurement problems, Facebook is contending with fundamental shift in younger people's social media platforms.
I would argue Facebook hasn't been the younger people's social media platform of choice for quite a while now.
15 years.
They were on Snapchat, they were on Instagram, they've been on TikTok. They haven't really been on Facebook. I mean, that much for a while. I mean, they're on there sometimes, but they spend a lot more time, at the other places.
They said that Facebook's betting on Reels and YouTube is betting on Shorts. I don't see Reels in my timeline on Facebook. I don't even know, like, they're trying it. But then the problem with Facebook, too, is, like, which Facebook? Because you're dealing with Instagram, which is basically Facebook photos at this point, and they've got their own video thing over there,
They've had it for a while.
And it's integrated with Facebook, so it's like, what the frick? Yeah, so TikTok is one of the most effective competitors we've ever faced. China says hello.
Here's the thing, though. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. The problem with these social media platforms are they come and go. Like Facebook, it's running the course of its life. It's probably going to go by the wayside. And it's either going to have to turn into something else and be called something else, and Meta's stupid. Or it's going to be completely buried by competitors, and that's just the way it is. And then TikTok, in like a few years, they're going to be buried. Because TikTok's basically like, what was one that was before it? They shut down. They had to have it within so many seconds. The kids used to watch all the time.
Vine.
Vine. TikTok's basically Vine.
Yeah, it is. It's
2.0. They just cycle.
Yeah, and something else will come along in 5 years, and something else will come along in 5 years. And I couldn't help but notice this. Bitcoin has become a lifeline for sex workers, like the former nurse who made $1.3 million last year. And then another article they had on the information was, the boys are getting loaded rich. Now women-led crypto groups demand their turn.
That's right, and then they're going to cancel you on Twitter.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some kind of like blockchain social media, that you'll have like lockdown groups that are on the blockchain, and people are going. One thing I've noticed is that people seem to be going back to websites now, like actually subscribing to websites, going back to websites, and then hanging out in that community like they used to 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's what they used to do with webcomics.
Yeah.
So that's kind of encouraging in some ways. I mean, from a webcomic standpoint.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.